News Mornings starts now.
Well, today marks the day hundreds of families across South Florida had their lives changed forever. 5 years ago on Valentine's Day, a former student opened fire inside Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. 17 were killed, 17 more injured. Loved ones of the victims and survivors of all the shootings are still pushing for change to this day. Good morning, I'm Stephen Graves.
And I'm Nathalie Pozo. We have live team coverage this morning from Parkland. Our co-anchor Aaron Guy will have more on the changes put in place to make our schools safer. And Josie Carbonari has a look at the day of service and love happening today to honor and remember the 17 victims.
But before we do head out to Parkland, first warning meteorologist Sandra Shaw has a check of your forecast. Sandra, good morning.
Good morning and happy Valentine's Day, everybody. It is very chilly across South Florida. We are in the 40s, 45 right now in Okeechobee, 46 in Vero, 51 in West Palm, and 55 in Boca. And the good news is, even though colder than yesterday, we're going to be warmer by the end of the day. 75, your expected high with mostly sunny skies.
Sandra, thank you so much. Let's take a look at your traffic right now. This is a snapshot of Gateway Boulevard at 95. Looking like a little further south, we have some congestion. I don't know if that's a problem with the map but as you can see with the snapshot, looking good, all clear. FHP checking in accident-free on the Treasure Coast and again in Palm Beach County.
Breaking overnight, another mass shooting tragedy on campus. Police say 3 people have been killed and 5 more are in the hospital this morning after a shooting at Michigan State University. Police also confirming the suspect died after turning the gun on himself. The shooting began around 8:30 last night, first at an academic building, then at the Student Union, a building that is open to the general public. This prompting a shelter-in-place order. Police later found the 43-year-old suspect dead off campus after an hours-long manhunt. We will have more on this breaking story throughout our newscast.
And those families of the victims in Michigan left with that same grief as those Parkland families 5 years ago now.
We do want to bring in our co-anchor Aaron Guy, who is live outside of Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School this morning. And Aaron, it's hard not to have a heavy heart today thinking about what happened there 5 years ago.
5 years ago, we're talking 14 students, Nathalie and Stephen, 3 staff members lost their lives right behind me in the very building that they came to go to school and learn, the very building that these teachers came to teach these young children. Behind me, actually, a memorial right in front of the school. Again, we're marking 5 years since that horrific shooting that day. The mass shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, February 14, 2018, will forever be part of history in the state of Florida and, of course, in the Parkland community. Just 3 months ago, Nicholas Cruz was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, bringing somewhat of some closure to an agonizing trial for the families of the victims who lost their lives. In the past 5 years since that horrific shooting, we've also seen a wave of changes come across our state when it comes to school security, mental health, and even some gun laws. But the biggest driver behind those changes, the students who survived the massacre. They remain motivated on a daily basis to make a difference, to make sure tragedies like this never happen again. Our Josie Carbonari continues our team coverage today, kind of talking about what today means. And Josie, I want to turn to you talking about the district calling it a day of service and a day of love.
That's right, Aaron. So today is really about focusing on remembering those 17 lives lost, but also giving back to the community in their honor. First, though, there will be a moment of silence that begins at 10:17 a.m. this morning. Students at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, they have the option to use an excused absence and not attend school today at all. Those students who do attend, however, will join staff members and volunteers for an early release day. They'll be serving breakfast to first responders. They'll get a chance to participate in various other service projects, giving back. And in a statement, Broward County Public Schools writing, school projects district-wide will focus on the importance of building positive relationships and expressing kindness while raising awareness about important and meaningful causes. And right around 12:30 this afternoon, a special ceremony will take place here at Eagles Haven, where 17 doves will be released. There will also be a lighting ceremony with candles. Reporting live from Broward County, I'm Josie Carbonari, WPBF 25 News.
A lot planned today. Josie will be checking in with you throughout the day. You know, we reached out to our 5 local school districts to talk to them a little bit about the changes that have been made over the past 5 years, because so many changes have been made statewide. Let's start with Palm Beach County for you this morning. Every public school employee now has what is called a panic button. You see it here. It's right on their lanyard. Now, if an employee sees a threat, they simply have to press that button. The device automatically alerts a 911 center and campus police. The district operates its own police force and at least 1 law enforcement officer on each campus. They also have a behavioral health professional on hand. Now, anytime class is in session, the doors are supposed to be locked with the teachers and students inside. This is now a district mandate, and the school board says it will be strictly enforced from here on out. We know there is also a pilot program in the works to add metal detectors that will be presented right there to the school board to decide how they're going to move forward. You know, the idea for a crisis alert badge that you just saw there actually came from the Treasure Coast. As staff at Martin County High School, they've been wearing them since 2021. In addition, all schools have single point entry on campus. Each school has at least 1 Martin County Sheriff's deputy on staff at all time. And they also have what's called a family reunification officer and a program there. And they continue to implement various campus hardening measures. Many upgrades were funded by a sales tax that they passed by voters. And if we turn to Okeechobee County, the school district, the only district in our area participating in the Coach Aaron Feist Guardian program. It's named after Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School football coach who shielded students from gunfire. He lost his life that day. Emergency drills and active assailant trainings happen more frequently. They've added additional security measures through school hardening grants, and annually school campuses are assessed to identify improvements, what they can do to make sure that they're protecting students and teachers even more. Let's go to St. Lucie County this morning as well. School district officials say they've continually worked to enhance the safety and security of the students, staff, and visitors. And in Indian River County, the school district there say that they've really enhanced physical security projects at the schools and facilities and now hold monthly staff meetings and safety meetings since that horrific day 5 years ago to see what they can do to make sure students and teachers feel safe. You know, we're going to have more team coverage of today's 5-year anniversary for you throughout the day as communities around the state remember the 17 victims who lost their lives that day. You also find extensive coverage of the Parkland school shooting and learn more about the victims on our website, WPBF.com, and on our app. For now, I'm live in Parkland. We're going to check back in with you in a little bit. We'll send it back to you, Nathalie and Stephen.
Erin, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you in just a few minutes. Our thoughts are with all of those families this morning.
Definitely a heavy day.